Helldivers 2 is undoubtedly one of 2024's biggest game releases to date, and has made waves due to its dedicated player base, engaging lore, quality social media presence, and some of the best gaming clips of the year so far. But over the last couple days at the time of this recording, the PC portion of the player base has erupted into outcry as a move by the publisher Sony Interactive Entertainment is now threatening player access to the game. In this video, I'm going to share some clips from Stream and go through the announced change, what it means for the Steam player base, as well as sharing what I think Sony should have done instead of this move. If you want to catch me live, be sure to check out the link in the description for my Twitch. If you are new here, drop a sub, I upload weekly, and without further ado, let's get into it. So, to clarify what's happening with Helldivers 2. Yesterday at the time of this recording, Sony Interactive Entertainment came out with a statement about Helldivers 2. This is not the devs of Helldivers, this is the publisher. The dev wants the game on as many platforms as possible. The publisher wants to limit the amount of platforms. This is specifically affecting people on Steam. PlayStation players will not be affected whatsoever. They claimed that due to technical issues, they didn't require the linking of Steam to PlayStation in order to play the game. That grace period will now expire. So here's the claim that they're making. The whole reason that they say they're doing this is account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation Studios games. That is laughable because I could Google and we can get several different Sony confirming data breach. PlayStation confirms data breach. Sony security breaches mount. Sony has confirmed a data breach affecting approximately 6,800. We can find a lot of cases from the last year to 5 years where PlayStation has done a bad job of providing safety and security. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. Having a PlayStation account added does nothing to help this. Helldivers already employs the anti-cheat. You have to launch an anti-cheat to start the game. That's what's going to ban people, and that does not require PlayStation to work. Are you adding some anti-cheat that's better than the anti-cheat you already have? I don't think so. There's already protections in place that you are not going to be able to do better than, because you're not an anti-cheat, you're a publisher. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players. It allows players that have been banned the right to appeal. As of May 6th, all new Helldivers players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account, regardless of if you own a PlayStation. Current players on Steam will see the mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have an account by June 4th. So this will go into effect on May 30th and you will not be able to log into the game without it starting June 4th. PlayStation networks are free and easy to set up. Fuck you. That's not the problem. Because there's also another layer here that they don't even address that I want to bring up. This is what PlayStation's official statement is. And something that has come to my attention, I saw an article pop up about it explaining it, but also Pirate Software summarizes it really well. I'm sure all of you know Pirate Software. It says, not happening. Removing access from Steam players unless they make a PlayStation account and link it months after release is absurd. Review changed to negative and I have filed for a refund. And as a developer, he's made his opinion clear several times over on how he doesn't believe in review bombing. So the fact that he's even doing this, it's not a review bombing. This is a moment where you need to speak with your wallet and let Sony know that this shit is not fucking okay. And so the other portion to this is that it actually refuses access to some people. If you've been playing Helldivers 2 and do not live in one of their listed countries, you cannot make a PlayStation account. It's a localization issue. There are people who are playing on PC that do not have access to PlayStation accounts or a PlayStation. Choosing a country you do not live in is a violation of Sony's TOS and could lead to account termination. So if you do make a PlayStation account in one of those countries where it is not allowed, they can just fucking delete your whole everything. So after launch, they're going to basically cut off access to people who may have paid for the game. And yes, it has been on the story page since day one, but it wasn't affected. So TLDR, PlayStation corporate, PlayStation the publisher, is enforcing this change in a month that is going to render the game unable to access for certain areas of the world, is going to require you to have more personal information online and also within their infrastructure. And the whole reason that they're claiming it's for is for security, which PlayStation already doesn't do the majority of for the game. Most of the security for the game is handled by Steam on PC, as well as the anti-cheat they have in place. I am hoping that it gets rolled back because this game just dying in a wet fart because of the publisher being an idiot would be the biggest crime to not just the player base, but also the devs. The devs are the ones really losing, because also all these refunds, that's the last point I'll make. All these refunds, I'm afraid, are going to hurt the dev more than they're going to hurt the publisher. I don't know how the legality of the money breakdown works, but I find it hard to believe that all these refunds are going to come out of Sony's wallet more than the developers. There's no way the devs are the ones who wanted this, and it's not fair to them to have this pulled out from underneath them. Someone posted the Steam review chart. I saw this. Yeah, no, I mean, this is on Helldivers 2 Media. Look at this dumb fucking decision you made us do. Look what it's done. Yeah, that tells a pretty clear story, Sony, right now. Am I out of touch? No shit. No, it's the children who are wrong. That is an amazing response, GIF. To end cap my point on the refunds, I will not begrudge anyone wanting to refund the game. I think it is your decision and I support it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if this is going to roll back because I don't want to, one, risk hurting the developer for a publisher decision. I want to try and have faith that this will get revoked. Two, I feel like with 100 hours, I'm not going to refund just because I got 100 hours for 35 bucks. They can have my 35 bucks. I hate that. I'm not happy about it, but I will just be like, devs, you deserve, you can keep it. Because what they should have done, in my opinion, if they wanted to do this, is, hey, we fixed the issue from linking PlayStation and your Steam accounts. People on Steam, we are now offering a unique cape, in-game currency, super credits. If you link your PlayStation and Steam accounts, if you integrate your two accounts, you get this thing for free. Making it mandatory and making it something that is a pain and makes people squint at you and see the data issues and data leaks. You brought attention to it. You brought a spotlight on yourself by making it mandatory. Literally, this would not have made any waves. No one would be freaking out about it. No one would even fucking care if they just made it optional, or kept it optional rather, and offered an incentive to link your accounts. Then you'd have people making PlayStation accounts who don't have a PlayStation just to get some free loot. But by making it mandatory and screwing up localization was the wrong play. Yes, it's just an inconvenience, but it's an inconvenience for some people and legitimately game breaking for others.